In today's class, we'll discuss about how to create and run the servlet program. So if you want to write a servlet program, first you require to create a project. Under the project, you have to create a package. Under the package, you have to create the servlets. So as generally, we'll create the normal project, but in case of the servlet, we have to create the dynamic web project. I'll show one by one, step by step, how to create the dynamic project and what exactly it will contain and everything. Okay, just go through it clearly. So first, you need to open the Eclipse. So I have opened the Eclipse here. So under the Eclipse, first what you have to create it is you require to create the dynamic project. So how do you create? Click on the file, new, and go to the projects here. There is any project is there, okay. If there is no project exist, then you have to go and select a new project, that is the dynamic web project. So click on the project here, and here select the dynamic web project in the list. Select this one and click on the next. It will ask for the name for the dynamic project. You can give any name. I will give the name as a practice. So my project name is the practice here. Okay. Once you give the name, when you see this one, you can able to get the number of options here. So few options are, so here, what is the server you want to use, everything. So generally, if you install the Eclipse and Java, automatically the server versions will be installed. Generally, most of the cases will be the servlet, that is the Apache Tomcat version 7.0 itself. If you want to increase the more level versions also, you can able to increase, no issues. Okay. Then it will display the remaining modules. Keep it aside. There is no need to change everything here. Go to the next page. And here we have the source and everything, the project source, and go to the next page. No. In this, we have one option called generate web.xml file. Here we have a link here called the generate web.xml. Click on this one and say finish. So why need to use to generate web.xml means, here some cases when you develop in the website applications, we need to include the dependencies also. In those cases, we need to require the web.xml file. That's why I have to click here, the generate with web.xml descriptor, and click on the finish.
There's 10 questions. Which type of questions are you asking?
Now the project have been created. And say yes here, no problem.
In morning we will get, because my class is morning 3. Morning time we will get.
So now yes, here the class name, the project name with the practice. Okay. Now when you click on this one, you can able to see the hierarchy of the project here. What are the different folders and everything. So we have the different folders. In this folder, we have the web content folder also. Under the web content folder, we have web information. You can able to see the web.xml file here. Okay. So in the same way, if you want to create a servlet in this project, you have to create everything on the Java resource only. That's why you have to go here and right click on this one. And first try to create the new package. So the package name can be anything. I will give that in sample. The package name is the sample. So finish of it all. The package has been created. Now under the package, you have to create the servlet. So how do you create the servlet? Right click on the package name and select the new option. Here we have an option called servlet. So click on this one. When you click on this one, a window will be opened. This window will contain the detailed description required about the servlet here. So here you have to specify the name, class name. What the class here? Servlets are also the classes. So we have to specify the servlet class name here. So take the servlet class name as anything. Here, what is the program we are using? The depend upon I can use the servlet names. So in my program, I am using the name as, see here, I have some programs which I have discussed earlier also. with the servlet programs, from where we can able to display the content and everything. Okay, I will open that program. Let's see that name, and we can able to do with that. Okay, so see here, servlet programs. I am opening this one. I will share the video also. Don't get worried. You can see the video and you can able to do accordingly also, no problem. So the first program is about to display the records from the table. So we have already one table in database. Now to retrieve the records from the table. Okay. So here, what is the name here? Server class name, the server display. The name of the class is server display. So go back to here. Go back to here and Eclipse and give the name as the server display. The name is server display. And click on the next. And then click on the next. Now there are so many here options. If you want to use this one, you can able to use, otherwise leave it. So means by default, it will add some constructors for the class and also do post method and do get method. Do get method is to retrieve the data, do post method is to store the data. So if you want to retrieve, you have to use the get method. If you want to store, you have to use the post method. So we can leave it as usual and click on the finish. Now a servlet file has been created. Okay, this servlet file, which contains the default constructor, the server display constructor, and also do get method, and also the do post method. Everything is blank because we have to write the query here. So again, go back to the program. So in this program, we have to copy the content here. The content here is I'm copying from here to here. And I'm pasting here. Where I have to post here? See here, this method is in which place? See here, public class server display. So inside the class, I'm copying this method and everything. So everything is clear. Now, when you see that there is some errors are there, because these errors are because of lack of specifying the package names. That's why I will go back and I will copy the package name here. So they are the package we are using for this program. I'll copy this package and paste it here. Now all the errors have been removed. Okay. So when you see this program clearly, what you understand is, first I have created one servlet class, the name server display. Under this one, I have copied some methods. The first method is init method. So which is you need to create the configuration file, configuration for the database. And next one, the service method, which is help us to create the sessions. And in the sessions, you can able to write the code. Under the session, I'm writing the code. So this is a simple program which contains HTML code as well as the SQL code. So what is the step by step you all understand? So the output has to be displayed in the text file or the HTML file. And these are all the code about the HTML. So where I am specifying the background color and everything. So means whenever you want to, what is the concept here? I want to display the data from the table. So if you want to display the data from the table, how the format should be like? What is the background color for the HTML file? And everything will be displayed here. So next onwards, I am creating the table with the specific columns. So why I am using the table means, what are the data I want to display? The data should be displayed in the form of tabular form. So when I create the table, my table have the 3 columns: serial number, name, and address. That's why I mentioned the 3 columns here itself. Okay. In the try block, what I'm doing, I mention the driver name, the name of the driver here, and also the connection name. So means here it contains the database name and everything. So here I will change the database name and everything because my database name is test1 and the password is same and the username is also same. There is no change here. Now So here the statement is, what is my expectation here is select star from student details. So in my database test one, I have one table student details. On this table, it will retrieve the records and it will display onto the screen. This is my concept here. Okay. So now, how do you execute the servlet here? Then you have to go to the servlet and click on the run one. You have option run option here and say yes. So now it's asking for the host server. So by default, I have given the server name is version 7.0. Select the server, no issues. See here, when you see this one, you can able to find our project here also, the practice. Say finish. Now see, they can able to understand the server is being started here. The console screen, you can able to understand whether the server is starting or not. See here, the starting Tomcat version 7.0 localhost. So the version is server is starting. So once the server is starting and completion, the program execution completed, then you can able to generate one HTML file. You will automatically generate one HTML file which contains a tabular form. On the tabular form, you can able to get the data. See here. See, this is the data that we are getting here. So from where this data is fetched, it is fetched from the database test one, from the table student details. So if you want to have doubt, you can go with the workbench here, which will support ID as a SQL. Open the workbench. So you can see that some information is giving here. What's the problem here is the driver is already existing with a different name. Then what you have to do is you have to change the driver name. So see here, where I have to change here. What is the name here? See properly. The same name is form.mysql.cj.driver. So go to the server display program. And here I have specified the driver name. Check once again. So here you have to change this name. What's the name here? form.mysql.cj. So here I have to mention one more add that is called the cj dot. Simple. Now this error will not come further. Okay. And click here. So go to here and run the program. Now you can able to execute this one. You can able to see our file also here. The project is there. Now see, there are no further errors came here this time. This is how we can able to execute the program. So once open the MySQL, I will explain once again. So what the concept here is, first what you have to do, the first step you need to do is, first you have to create the project. So go to file, new. So now you can able to see the dynamic web project, because once you have created, it will automatically come next time. Select the dynamic web project and give the project name. The name can be anything. For example, is the SPG. So once you get the project name, then what you have to do is you have to maximize the window. You can able to see the next option. Click on this one and next option, click on this one. Here you have to click on the generate web.xml deployment descriptor file, because sometimes I may need to specify the what is called the dependencies. In those cases, I can use this one. Click on the finish. Now see, the SP is created. Once you create the project, then you go back to the Java resource folder and right click on this one, go to new and create a package. The package name is, for example, I will say the serve program. Okay, finish this one. Now right click on this one, new. What do you have to use? New servlet. And give the servlet name. What the servlet name is? Server display. So what will happen? Because that is different project, this is different project, there is no problem. So go to the next. Go to the next. So leave it as usual and click on the finish. Now I get this one. Now what you have to do? You have to go back to the program where the servlet program here, this one, and copy this import files and copy them into here. And again go back to the program and copy the code under the class. So this code contains three methods. The first method is about the init method. The second method is of the service method, and third method is the rest method, which we already discussed in the earlier sections. So clear? Now the program everything is completed. As we see that we have to change something here. What is this one? We have to add here the CJ also. Okay. Everything is clear. Now save this program and then go back to here and run this one. Run this one. You can able to ask the server name. The default we have the server, the Tomcat version 1.0. Go to the next. You now see you can able to see our project here also SPG here. Now click on the finish. Now you ask to restart the server. Yes, I would like to restart the server. Restart it. See, unknown database Maha. Because I forgot to change the name of the database here. Because my database is test1. That's why go back to here the code. There is a code here. The code I have to change the database name. See, the test name not Maha. My database name is test1. So I will change the test1 and save it and re-execute the program. Servlet program. Now go back next and finish and say restart the server again. Now you can able to see. Now that reply will came. So generally I create some basic form. If you want to add more styles, you can use the CSS and more advanced tags in HTML also to make the web page very effective also. Okay. This is how we can able to display the data from a database table into the Java with the help of these servlets. Next, I will go through one more program which will help us to give the data from the user and store it to the table. So nothing but the user UI. So I will give preparation for the UI. So if you want to give UI, you need different area platforms. We can use the HTML, or you can able to Angular, or you can able to JSP. So here I'm using the HTML because I didn't start the JSP now. So what you have to do is first you have to create the servlet program. Right click on this one, new, take the servlet, the program, the second program here, the servlet insert program, see here. So let us forget about the HTML page. First come back to this one. Okay. So here I have created the program name is serve insert. So it's the serve insert. The program name. I will say next, and say if you want to remove all this also, you can able to remove, no problem. I will remove this one also. I can directly able to copy from the code also. Say finish. So I already execute this program here. I will copy the code here because it will take a lot of time to shift from here to here. Java resources. This one first. Serve insert. There's a code here. I'm copying this code because I already set the settings, everything there. So I'm copying from here to here, connection to the remaining. copy this one and go back to our project here, the project insert Java. So copy here, and as usual, the errors will come because of, so imports are already there, leave it. Okay, right. Okay, the server insert is completed. Once the insertion is completed, then I have to, the servlet is ready. Now, but I won't like to give directly from the servlet. I would like to give the data as an input from the user side. Then I have to create one more thing that is called XML file, sorry, HTML file. So that's why, see here under the web content, see where is the folder here in the web content, see the file is there. Go to the web content folder. So go to the web content folder here. Under the web content folder, you can able to find web.xml. Directly click on the web content, no issue. Otherwise, you can directly click on the project also. Wherever you click, there is no issue. Automatically see here. When you click on the project and go new HTML, automatically it go to the web content only. See here, by default location, web content only. Okay. What the file name? I will give the name as insert. So insert is the file name because I would like to insert a new record. So then what I have to do? I have to click on the next, the versions, so we will leave it next finish. So now the HTML file is ready. Now I will copy the content from here to here. I will copy this one and I will paste it here. So what exactly the HTML page is? Simply, so first I have created one heading. After that I have created one form. Under the form I have specified the action. So what is the action here? Action that is servlet insert. The servlet insert means it is nothing but a class. So whenever you work with this form, the servlet insert class will be added to this form. Okay. So what is the method here? Post method. We already told that there are different methods: get method, post method. So get method is to retrieve the records, post method is to store the records. So here I use the ID, name, and address. Okay. I am specifying this as S name, serial number. Okay, serial number, name, address. So see here simply, these all, this serial number, name, and address, these are appear on the HTML page. Where these no, S number, name, address, these are belongs to the database table. So indirectly, this column, what are the values I'm inputting under the serial number and the HTML page will move to the database file. The same way here, this one also move to the database. This will almost move to the database. Clear? So why I choose only 3 means my database table have only 3 columns: serial number, name, and address. Table name is student details. Okay. So after this one, 3 text boxes and this label